Hey, I'm Grant with Grant's Game Rex. Today I'm talking about the new game Lunar Rush on Kickstarter now. I had a chance to check out this game at Origins Game Fair in June, and I really liked it, and I included it in my top 10 upcoming games video. It was an easy one to put on that list because it was really cool. But I feel like one of the best things I can say about it right now is not just my own opinion, but the opinion of my game group. I taught them this game about a week ago, and in this week, they have been obsessed with the game. They are constantly texting like, when can we play Lunar Rush again? We want to play Lunar Rush. They're texting other people in the group being like, hey, could you play Lunar Rush at Grant's house tonight? I haven't even invited them. They're inviting themselves to my house to play this game, and I am like, hey guys, I have other games. And they're like, no, it's only Lunar Rush. We only want Lunar Rush. We want to play Lunar Rush. Can you play Lunar Rush? Because we're going to play Lunar Rush. Give us the game. If you can't play it, give us the game because we're going to go play it. Like, they're obsessed. Lunar Rush feels at the same time both familiar and unique. And I think that's an interesting combination. It feels familiar because at its core it is worker placement and resource management, and we've all played games like that. You know, you are placing your meeples down, getting resources, using those resources to build sort of upgrades. But even though that part of it feels familiar, there's so much that feels unique. And the main thing to me that feels unique is the timing aspect of the game. I've never played a game where timing is as important as this game, because there are different routes that you can take, and a slow route is going to give you more stuff but take longer to get to you. A fast route is going to get you something right away, but you can only take a limited number of supplies. And that interesting choice of like, when do you need stuff to build things? When do you need these resources? It feels very different. And it really does make the game really tight in the sense that, like, if you're playing with people, other people who've played this game, if you make one mistake, like, you're done. Like, this game, you have to just be on top of it all the time. You know, we were playing it yesterday, and I finished in third place very badly. But the two guys that finished in first and second, there was a 2-point difference between the winning score, and the winning score was like in the 300s. So 2 points was like a big deal. And this one guy was like, the guy who finished in second was like, if I had done that instead of that on that one turn, I would have won. It came down to just this one decision. And I don't know, like I said, the timing aspect of this game is really interesting and cool. I would like to note that I have a prototype copy of Lunar Rush. In the game, you will be sending these materials up to the moon and then using them to build production upgrades on your own player board. Then you will be producing these goods and sending them back down to Earth for victory points. As I mentioned earlier, there's an interesting timing aspect of the game. You'll notice that there are various routes going both up and down from the moon. And the way those work is this route, this is called the slow route, takes 3 turns to get any of the goods you've put on your ships, but you can put 9 items onto your ship. Whereas the fast route, it gets there immediately. You get to use the stuff on your ship that turn, but you can only put 2 things on it. So all players at the same time will simultaneously be picking an initiative card. Whoever plays the higher initiative gets to pick their route first, and they will be putting a ship down on whatever route they want. Then, simultaneously, after everybody has played their ships and chosen their routes, you can load up your ship with any goods that you want to take, including extra meeples. During the build and produce phase, you will be placing your meeples onto your board and using any resources you've collected to build these upgrades onto your board. For instance, if I used one of these and one of those, I could then put this down onto my board. Now, if I put a meeple there, instead of creating just 1 shard, now I'm creating 2 shards for a meeple there. Then you're going to load your ships with the materials you've created on your build and produce phase and send them back to Earth. Materials will get various prices throughout the game, and the more you sell stuff, the more any player sells stuff, the less they're going to be worth. So for instance, at the start of this game, these shards are worth 8 each, but by the end of the game, they're only worth 4 points each. One of the other things I really love about this game is there's a ton of simultaneous play in it. And that keeps the gameplay quick. It keeps it moving. You know, turns are fast because you're always doing something. You're not waiting on other people. The first time you play this game, it might take 2.5 hours as everybody sort of wraps their head around it. But because there's so much simultaneous play, you can get that playtime down to an hour. Honestly, if everybody knows what they're doing and you're not explaining stuff and people are just kind of building their own engines and running their own engines, you can play this game in an hour. And there is a lot of thinkiness and strategy to go into a game that is an hour in gameplay. I think this is definitely one to check out if you like Euro games, if you like engine building stuff. It's really cool.